think being ruined for the ordinary for me just means to be a true follower of Jesus.
Well, I guess coming to Kahila, I've realised it's a massive calling from God. Like, this is preparation for me to go into like my ministry.
Yeah, living in community has been interesting. If I heal my heart, then I'm able to help other people because I'm more of a whole person.
I realised that I have to kind of let go of the past. God's with you the whole way, so you don't need to feel nervous or anything.
So good.
Yeah.
Amazing. I've loved this 3 months so much. Since coming here, I felt more like, God does have a plan for you.
Gap year has been incredibly challenging. The cert for itself has been maybe 24 to 25% of my learning experience. Really, it's the stuff that comes to the surface when you're living in a community such as this.
Living here has been really fun, it's really beneficial, and I think one thing that I've learned is that I can change cultures but still express the same God.
I've really struggled to have the confidence to speak up in class, but yeah, I've really been encouraged to speak up and I find it a lot easier now.
The context we were in has caused a lot of introspection myself, brought up a lot of things that I wouldn't have necessarily dealt with had I not been in this environment.
And then getting excited about taking what they've learned out.
I guess our preparations majored a lot on character and relationship with God and relationship with other people, rather than giving techniques about how to do particular things.
I'm going to be working with women who in restoration.
I'm going to a place called Yellowknife in Canada, in the Northwest Territories, and I'm going to work in a drop-in centre.
I'm going to New Brunswick in Canada to show them Christ's love and that they can fill their lives with Christ.
I'm going to Liverpool, England, and I'll be working with kids in Page Moss.
Well, I'm going to Scotland, to a tiny little town called Newcastleton. I'll be working with drug-afflicted youth.
I'm going to Vancouver in Canada, and there's something later in this said that I would be teaching guys who've been struggling with alcohol addictions.
Off to New Orleans, doing some post-hurricane stuff.
I'm going to Yellowknife in Canada and I'm going to be working in a drop-in centre.
The students have had a real taste of, I think, Church Army's DNA in this GAP course, because it really does express who we are as an organisation, that we are about reaching the least, the last and the lost. We're about a mission-shaped church.
I feel ruined for the ordinary. I felt that halfway through the course. I was like, I'm never going to be able to live a normal life again. There's so much more to life than just working a normal job.
I don't know, you just get changed.
He doesn't just kick into action when I'm away.
Instead of sitting around getting spiritually fat, becoming spiritually fit wherever my context is.
I think we settled for a sort of discipleship which isn't really a biblical discipleship in a lot of our churches, and I think Jesus calls us to something which is really radical, and I think that's the kind of discipleship that God's continually challenging me about living, and that's what we're hoping to sort of impart to the students we have.